Hello once again, Internet. It's me, Carmen, coming right back at you. I've been thinking a lot about finance lately. A lot of people my age, and even people who are older, some younger, have problems saving money. It can be hard to save money, to get stacks like this. I mean, I'm just kidding. This is all fives, but still saved money. So in this video, I figured I would talk to you guys today about how to save money and my 3 tips for saving money, whether you're on a small budget or you have a lot of money to spare. Now, I know not everyone has the ability to save money necessarily. There's a lot of people living paycheck to paycheck who need every cent, and I understand that. But these are just some tips maybe to help you get more dedicated to saving money so you can have a wad of fives that looks like this. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Tip number 1, saving your spare change. Now this is my spare change jar. As you can see, it doesn't really have much in it right now. What I try to do is every time I go out, if I'm going out to a restaurant, to a convenience store, if I pay in cash and I get change back, I'll save the change and then put it in a jar. Once the jar gets like a decently amount full, maybe like up to here or up to here, I'll take it to the bank and cash it out, put it into my checking or savings account. And I've had as much sometimes as $20, $30. It's not much, but when you're trying to save up money, live a frugal lifestyle, every cent can matter. And I've actually found that it doesn't take that long to save up a lot of money. If you're spending a lot of just like plain cash and you can get change back, having a change jar is actually a really effective way to discipline yourself. Be like, I'm not going to spend this change. I'm just going to hold on to it and save it, put it in the bank eventually. And you might be surprised at how much money you can come up with, especially if you spend a lot of money in a short amount of time. Another way to save is to simply just put aside certain amounts of money. When you get your paycheck, whether you get paid traditionally, like working a job, you make content online, however you might make your money, if you can afford to set some money aside, discipline yourself every paycheck and say, okay, I'm going to set $30 aside. I'm going to set $60 aside, maybe $100 aside if you have enough money to do that. And if you do that every time you get paid, every time you come into money, you might be surprised. Like, for example, I wanted to save up to get a car because my old car had hit the dust. And I had a period of time where I didn't really need to drive. I'd been motivated to get a car, so every paycheck I got, save $100, sometimes more. And in about 10 or 11 months, I had enough money to be able to buy a decent car. Nothing like really fancy or anything. That's just one example from my personal life about how I was able to save money just by putting aside a certain amount of money. Just having discipline really is one of the most important characteristics when it comes to getting money together and being able to save up for a specific goal or even just for an emergency fund. I think that's actually the most important, just having money set aside, like if anything major happens, like a medical emergency, maybe you get a ticket. Unexpected expenses come up all the time, and that's where the importance of saving really lays in. Another tip actually relates to what I was showing you guys. If you get a certain type of bill, that kind of goes back to the change thing, but on like a larger scale. Like, let's say you get fives, if you can afford to. Now, I know not everyone can afford to do this, but it's another trick where you might end up saving more than you realize. Every time you go to the store and you get change back, like $5 bills, save your $5. This is about, I don't know how much money this is, but it's all fives, you know? That's another trick. Save up your fives, put them aside somewhere. I mean, preferably put it in the bank, but eventually. But that's really another way you can do it, and it can sneak up on you without even realizing how much money you have saved up. But really, guys, like I said before, a lot of saving money just comes back to discipline. And that's something that everyone has to develop personally for themselves. How disciplined can you be with money? And it depends on your financial situation, too. Like, I know a lot of people are scraping by, just barely making enough money to live off of. And I can understand why you wouldn't be able to save in that situation. But if you do have extra money set aside at the end of the month, why not save it? You might be surprised at how much you can come up with in a short amount of time. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching. If you guys like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up and let me know what you think in the comments below. What are your top tips for saving money? How do you guys discipline yourself to be able to put money away, save it maybe at the end of each month or whenever you get a paycheck? Let me know what you guys think of my tips and what some of your tips might be in the comments below. I hope all of you have a good one, and peace out, everyone.